Hello, everybody out there in social media land. It's your personal injury attorney, Derek Bernstein, here to answer a family law question, and that is if you have had an order by the Department of Revenue to pay child support, what you need to do is obviously pay that child support. What happens if you don't pay the child support? Well, it's a long process, but what you're going to find the quickest thing they do is they will suspend your driver's license. So it's really hard to go out there and live a life, especially in the state of Florida, when you have no driver's license. So the second thing they'll do is they will basically take your ability to have a passport and skip town. And then, thirdly, they will file what's called a motion for contempt, where you will have to come in front of the judge and explain why you're not paying this child support. So if your explanation is bad, the judge might send you to jail. If you don't show up to the hearing, the judge will order what's called a capias, basically a warrant out for your arrest. They'll pick you up and they'll set a purge amount, an amount that you must pay to get out of jail. So the courts do not play around with the Department of Revenue. It does take a long time to do these sorts of things, but eventually they do get around to enforcing these things. So if you have a private case, though, with a court, sorry, right there, with a courtroom, or with a private case with an attorney, and somebody's not paying your child support, what you want to do is you want to reach out to your attorney and tell them, hey, they're not paying child support. What they need to then do is file a motion for contempt and enforcement, bring it in front of the judge, and the judge will sit that person down and tell them that they are in direct violation of this order. They will order them to pay. Obviously, if the person is really hard on their luck and they can't do some things, they will explain to it, but you want to get in front of the judge as soon as it happens to make sure that they can take an accurate reading of what's going on in the case, and so that your children have the proper monies to be taken care of. So it's very important. The benefit of child support is actually owned by the children, not the parent. So you want to make sure that your kids are doing good and you're spending that money on your children. If you have somebody who's not paying child support and you want to enforce that, reach out to a good family law attorney to handle that. So this is Derek Bernstein here on a beautiful day in St. Petersburg, telling you guys to pay your child support or you might end up in jail. Have a good one.